beautiful people. Welcome back to the show. I am Bulldog 917, the host with the most. And I gotta tell you, I know I'm tardy to the party. Do apologize for that, but however, relief didn't come to relieve me. I had to call in and they had to call someone else out. So, yep. Story of my life, man. Story of my life. I changed it up a little bit this time. This time I got them to add bacon instead of the sausages. Good morning, Sir Jordan. Yep. Last night's shift wasn't too bad. You know. Ran a couple people out. Other than that, it was all quiet. God, that is good. Yum, yum, yum. My goodness. So what you guys up to anyway? Man, this morning I found myself looking at laptops on eBay. Come on. I'm doing pretty good. Yep, I'm doing pretty good. My Lord. Hmm. Ooh, man. Sure is filling, but yet very soothing and satisfying. Hmm. Well, this morning I ordered bacon instead of the sausage with the omelet. I basically made a sandwich of it. It's pretty good like that. Mm-mm-mm. My God, that's filling. Mm. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. My God, that was delicious. Oh, no, I was thinking about it, but then I figured, hell, at least put up a short stream and do something. But Their guard showed up and relieved me, so I figured why not. Man, you know what really gets me? Kind of bugs the hell out of me. In the morning, I guess the morning shift guard, what they do is they just stay out in the parking lot a good portion of the time. And I guess if the purpose for it is to kind of keep the workers from parking in the visitors parking, and to keep them from parking in not a full double shift. I didn't do a full double shift, no. Don't mistake me. I mean, hell, I have done double shifts without any problems, but I just don't do them anymore. I'm just getting up there to be too old to be doing that shit. Try doing a double 12-hour shifts back to back. A couple of times doing that shit, you'll have to be wanting to throw in the towel. Me? I know, it's okay. For me, hell, I've done 12-hour shifts back to back before. It's not fun. I'll tell you that much. It's definitely not fun. When I lived out in Vegas, this company, Wilcox, that I sat there and worked for, they, I don't know. I think people had a problem. They had a contract through this one bar. It was a gay bar. And a lot of the guards, they didn't want to work it because they had issues with it. Me, on the other hand, I didn't have any issues with it. And when I sat on that shift, I sat there and ran 3 12-hour shifts in a row. I had gotten to the point that I told them I either get somebody to come relieve me right away or I'm walking. And then on top of it all, to add insult to injury, that company tried not to give me the overtime on it. They tried to pay me all straight time. Oh yeah, it'll take a toll on your system, Jordan. It will. It'll take a toll on you. But did I do it very often? No. I mean, well, I don't know. When I lived in Vegas, I did a lot of 12-hour shifts. And I did it consecutively every day, 7 days a week, 12-hour shifts. I was doing it like that out here, but they really frowned upon it because of the overtime that they got to pay you out on. Oh, it is very bad for your health, I am Wrath. I ended up working that place for a good, I want to say, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and up until the contract ended. And what we were there for, we were undercover for Nevada Coin. And what was going on is the business was changing hands with new owners. So of course they got to have security for the transfer because of the gaming machines, the video poker machines, and all that. So they didn't trust the establishment. They thought the establishment was gonna, I don't know, rip them off by getting into the machine somehow. So they hired security to do that, just to sit on there. And they paid for any drinks that we had. And the funny thing of it is, as fucked up as it sounds, but here you got an armed guard sitting in a gay establishment, undercover, and they can order alcoholic beverages. I mean, I never did, and I hope that the other guards there never did, but it was something that was furnished they made it available to the guards, and I just thought that was stupid. But you can drink all the soda you want, no big deal. Food was free. So there was some benefits to it. Good benefits, not no. And I got to tell you, I was weary about that shit. I was weary about that shit when I first started working that post because of a lot of shit in my past dealing with that kind of thing, you know. But at least I had gotten to. Yeah, that would be funny. A drunk armed guard. Yeah, that would go over really good. Especially the one of the guards that I relieved. This dude had a custom made cannon. I swear to God, it was fucking nice firearm he had. And it was custom built, nickel plated too. It was like a automatic 44 mag. It's like, God, wow. But yeah, working there, I thought the worst. The first couple of days, I shuffled to a corner, didn't want to deal with people. Just kept an eye on the machines. Anybody'd go up to want to make the notion of wanting to get in the machines. Our job was simply to ID them, take down their ID, and their employee ID. Yeah, take down their employee ID. And what time they came and what time they left the property. That's all our job was entailed to do. Well, let's put it this way. No. Vegas is not a place for kids. That's a certain. And I know that they're trying to build more kid theme parks kind of ordeal to go alongside the casinos. But they got Hitler rules running them damn things. And on top of it all, it doesn't matter how much you want to fluff it for kids. It is not an environment for them at all. But yeah, getting to what I was saying, after a while, you know, I kind of realized that a lot of gay people aren't this disrespectful, fucked up kind of mentality that others think that they have. Working that post, I think, was a good thing for me. You know, out of the amount of people that I have talked to and met going through that establishment, only 2 or 3 were very disrespectful and fucked up. But for the mass majority of it, they just want to have a good time. They just want to be them and kind of not be in anybody else's shit. When you tell them that you're straight, they respect your wishes. leave you alone in that regard. So it was a good learning experience for me, especially after what I went through as a kid. But yeah, I don't like Vegas, Jordan, not too much. Vegas is a rough state to really live in. I'd say if you can be outside of an area that would be away from the Las Vegas Metro Police Department, I think I think it would be okay. Get yourself away from the downtown scene or the strip, you'd be okay. Henderson used to be an awesome town to live in out there in Vegas, but a lot of integrated laws went into place. All different kinds of Hitler bullshit got implemented, and I don't know what the fuck happened to that town. I went back there and visited it like 10 years ago, and the shit was just completely changed. Vegas in itself was completely changed. I saw a documentary about Vegas. It was showing there is a lot of homeless there. Yeah, there is. I'm not sure about it now, but I know there was a lot when I left. And the state was stepping in to shut down homeless shelters and shit like that. They were trying to make shit really difficult for homeless people to go. There's a lot of potential out there in Vegas, even when it comes to homeless people, but there's a lot of disadvantages too. A lot of disadvantages. I mean, pros and cons. You can get free food out of Vegas, that's for sure. Running on how it is out there in California. You stay broke all the time. It's kind of double-edged sword, really. You're pretty much damned if you do and damned if you don't. Living out here in California, I'd have to say it's teetering on. There's good elements of it and bad elements of it. And I'm beginning to think that the bad outweighs the good. I think I'd be better in Vegas than I would here. Let's put it that way. And I really didn't want to stick around Vegas anymore. I got tired of their bullshit. I felt at home out in Minnesota, but I don't know. It started becoming uncomfortable for me when no matter what I would do or say, I would never fit into their communities. And I got to admire them for it. They don't like to accept outsiders. They'll be all nicey-nicey to your face, but they'll leave you stranded high and dry on your own. In other words, they're two-faced. It looks like a pretty place. Which place is a pretty place? California? or Las Vegas. Because let me tell you, it looks nice in both states, but don't let it fool you. There's a lot of foreigners that come in out here from other countries, and they're bringing money with them. And this place is exploiting them. But in order to exploit them, they have to exploit the actual Americans as well. Because if they don't exploit the actual Americans along with them, they can sue for discrimination and all different kinds of shit. So they jack their shit up for everybody. Very hard to live out here. And I know what some of the haters are probably going to be doing. God, if you're so unhappy, why don't you move? Well, if I can get paid enough to save the money to be able to move, I'd be on the first goddamn train out of here. Getting yourself set up in another place, work-wise, housing, whatever. It takes time. Takes time. Time I don't have. But yeah, California is a nice looking state. They got human trafficking out here. They got drugs. They got the whole damn shebang. And then some. Now, Gregory's in the house? I didn't see her. Where's not Greg? Oh, there's not Gregory. Good morning, my dear. So, how are you? With this pandemic, people have less money now as well. Well, here's the thing about that, I am Raph. You may be right about that when it came to a lot of these corporate suck-ups that work in these offices. Yeah, they're not making the kind of money they were, but it never changed for me. I still worked every day. But I was poor before the damn start of the pandemic, and I'm poor during it, and I'm sure I'm going to be poor after it. I found myself looking at laptops this morning, and it looked like I found a couple that might be suitable, that would probably be okay to get. You're stuck at work, huh? Yeah, the usual. You poor girl. But yeah, I was looking at a few laptops. This one's an HP, and it's got 15.5-inch screen or something like that. Real thin notebook, or not notebook, but laptop. Looked pretty cool. But I'm waiting around for a decent price on it. Okay. See here. But yeah, California, it's okay. I mean, it's got its points, just like any other place. Even when you're poor, I'm sure you can find something to do. But I don't know, when you're not a partying person and stuff like that, it puts a damper on things because I don't like going to bars or places like that. I'm just not that type of person. Now, if there was like a roller rink or ice skating place or I don't know, a place to go fishing, if I had a fishing license. Then again, if you go out to Santa Cruz, you can supposedly fish right off the dock for free, and you don't need a license for it, which is kind of nice. But going through the mountains on all them winding, twisting roads, yeah, I don't want to put my car through it. First time I went out there was a severe pileup along that highway. And it was a doozy. It involved several vehicles going in both directions. It was crazy. Took me and my so-called friend a while to get through that shit, and that was like several years ago that I went out there. For 5 or 6 years. They got like a carnival slash, I don't know, concession deal right down the beach. It's called the boardwalk or something. You can ride a roller coaster and a couple rides, not much. Then they got like different type of vendors there for doing different games and stuff. It's pretty neat. Oh boy. No one else is chatting. Why? Only got 9 people in here. That's why. Well, I did want to come in here and sit down here and spend a little time with you guys before I crashed out. So I am pretty tired. Thing is funny, I tell this guy, he pulls up in the truck. I watch him go right through our property and ended up coming through the parking lot. I watch him on the surveillance cameras. And here I go out, jump in my car, go and meet him across the parking lot. I mean, it's obvious he was going to collect freaking pallets and shit. I pull up behind him, and the guy gets out and he goes, "What?" I looked at him, I says, "I'm sorry, sir, but you can't go through the dumpsters out here." "You know, the old guy here lets me do it." I says, "What old guy is that?" Because all of us guards, all of the guards that are here, I am probably the oldest one. So what old guy are you talking about? And so he looks at me and he goes, "Look, I understand why you don't want me to go through the dumpster because of liability issues and stuff." I says, "Yes, that's right. If you go in there, you slip, you fall, you step on a nail, you do anything that gets injured, we're liable for that." And so he goes, "Well, I won't go in the dumpster." But then he goes over to the dumpster like he's going to sift through to grab some of the pellets out of it. So I take a picture of his plate while I'm there and went to go pick up the phone to call the doggone San Jose Police Department. Well, he stopped what he was doing abruptly and back to his car, jumped in, and left. Because some people, even when you tell them, "Hey, look, you know, you can't do this," they're going to do it anyway. And what the hell? My life isn't worth a fucking pallet, right? Besides that, I kind of felt sorry for the guy because his truck was all fucked up. It was, man, it was like something caved in the back end of his truck and it was low to the ground. And yeah, I didn't want to seem, you know, being harsh or anything like that. But he said it, not me. And he's right. You know, he gets hurt in any way. Out here in California, the owner of the property, regardless if they are trespassing or not, they're liable for any and all damages. And that's pretty sad. So they tell us you got to kick these people out. Me, I hate to do that. I mean, you know, if they're not making a mess, you know, you know, I just don't see any problem in it as long as they don't make a mess. But some clients, they're very picky about it. but for good reason, you know. I mean, it's not all bad. I mean, hell, 9 times out of 10, when you ask someone like that to leave a property, they'll just usually go, okay, and leave. They don't want to stick around. But then there's them few that turn around and flip you the bird and do what they're going to do. Crying shame, man. Crying shame. Then again, it could be worse. I could be working at a 7-Eleven or down near a downtown area where you really got to be very stringent with people because of the way the shit is nowadays. And people are very unpredictable. That's right. Well, I don't know how, yeah, exactly. And that too, you know, because sometimes if you just don't do anything about it at all, they can revert back to the footage. Someone might come in and go, man, what happened to all the pallets we dumped out? They revert back to the footage, seeing that you engaged, but yet didn't do anything about it. They'll definitely call your company and say, you know, we need that guy replaced. Yeah, so double-edged sword. But 9 times out of 10, dude, you don't even need to call the police for anything like that. You make a notion like usually they'll just fucking boot scoot and boogie like that gentleman did last night. All I did is put it in my report that, you know, I made contact with them and asked them to leave the premises and just put it in there that if he refuses, I'll contact the San Jose PD. And then as he was driving off, I just put in my report at this time, he's leaving the property, and you just escort them down the way until they're off the ground. So it's no big deal. Some of the homeless people that go through there, they get really sketchy. I had one look at me and tell me, "Don't come near me." And I look at him and I said, "Sir, you can mellow out and calm down. I'm not going to touch you. I just came over to talk to you. That's all." Well, we don't need to have any kind of contact. Oh, no, it's not that kind of contact, sir. You can relax. I'm not here to bust your balls or anything like that. Just making sure that you're just passing through. That's all. I don't have to touch you. I don't have to bark orders at you. It seems like you're doing what you have to, and that's okay. Dude relaxed. And then halfway across the lot, he looked at me and he says, "Thank you for at least being professional about what you're doing." And I says, "It's not a problem. It's no big deal." And he went on his way. I went on mine. You know, it's on how you handle yourself with folks. Uh-oh. Oh, no. But yeah, you're right. It's not worth losing your job. See, people, they come in contact with security more so than they do police officers. And to me, I can't see anybody getting their panties in a bunch over someone that's, just simply trying to pass through. The guy that I relieved last night, though, I guess he had a gun pulled on him a couple nights ago, where he was working at a 7-Eleven, and they were there to rob the 7-Eleven. Home dude went up, put a gun right to his head, and told him, "What are you gonna do?" And it's funny because home dude sat there and told, and in a way, it was kind of funny. He said, I looked at him, I just like shifted my eyes over to him and asked him if he needed help opening the cash register. But hey, it's a good response. Your life ain't worth fucking minimum wage, especially when you're unarmed. Home dude said he got paranoid of that shit, and now he wants to go out and get that put on his guard card. And I told him it doesn't matter if you have it there. Now you're going to provide him something more to take from you. Never let somebody walk up on you. Always keep your back to a fucking wall. Don't make yourself that easily accessible. So I asked him, well, what did you learn from it, from the experience, from them doing that? Because the dude came up from behind him, is what he told me. Any place that I've worked armed, I have never put myself out there where someone can come up from behind me. I always walk the perimeter of the building, and I keep a couple feet apart. You know, I'm very keen. I got very sharp ears. I may not have the best eyesight, but I do have very sharp ears. I got these stupid supervisors, even still to this day. They're trying to sneak up on me. Mhm. See, I don't think working in a 7-Eleven armed is a good idea. Because a motherfucker will kill you for $1. And they don't give a flying rat's ass if there are cameras there in that building or not. If they're going to do it, they're going to do it. There's this one clerk that I ran into years ago. He used to intentionally carry a hot mug of coffee next to his register. He said, I intentionally do that in case someone wants to be froggy and decide they want to rob me. They do. It's going right in their face. Yeah, but I want you to understand something. The individual's armed with the firearm, any jerking motions can set that person off, and you can wind up dead. It is just better that if they're there to rob you, that you give them whatever the hell it is that they want. That's right. Especially with a lot of these nuts that they keep letting out of these nut hospitals, thinking they're cured. These people have nothing to fucking lose, but they ain't got anything to gain either. So it's just not worth it. Wait, what was that? Hey, Waterbug68, my man, what's up? Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah. People are crazy. Yeah, people, they can be, yes. There are some people that are nuts enough out there that, regardless if you do what they say, tell you this much: never get in a car with them. Never allow them to take you around a corner or into a back room alone. Never permit it. Hey, look, dude, you can have whatever you want, but I'm not going anywhere with you, regardless if you have that gun on pointed at me or not. I'm not going to be aggressive and I'm not going to fight you. I will give you what you want, but I am not going anywhere with you. And even if they tell you I'm going to blow your fucking brains out, well, if I go with you, you're going to do that very thing. And that's what I worry about. So rather I'm losing my life around the corner or losing her, that part, well, doesn't matter. What you've been doing, Mr. Bulldog. Good to see you, brother. Ah, man, it's good to see you too. It's good to see you too. I'm just kicking it one day at a time. Oh. Yeah. Oh, you mean this morning? Yeah, we're doing great. Is Jeff out collecting souls? I don't know. I thought he was in here. I think he's probably napping. Let's see. Let's see if the Grim Reaper is out and about. Yep, he's napping. He is napping. Hey, Waterbug. I know you're a Joe Biden fan. That's all good. You have a right to vote for whoever you want. But I don't know. Oh, it's the Grim Reaper. He got up from his nap. Ah, he heard the theme of collecting souls, and so yeah, must have woke him out of his sleep. Must be pretty hungry for a soul today. If you want, drop the link. I come up, talk if you want to, brother. All right, but I'll let you know though, Waterbug. If I do that, there are 3 names we don't mention in this ordeal anymore. That's one of them right there. We don't say that word in here. And we will be more than happy to give that there a boot. Okay.
What, Varaxo? What's the word, Varaxo?
Yeah, that's one of them, and the other 2 we don't mention. We're at peace with everything. I'm a neutral party, no big deal. But yeah, we don't talk about them in here at all. As long as we can refrain from bringing them 3 names up there, we're good. Let's see here.
Death Valley Days?
Oh, and by the way, you spelt my last name wrong. But that's okay. You don't need to know the actual spelling of that is. So it's all good. There is thy link.
What's God's last name?
You know, that's a good question. Oh, you're going live in 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's a good question. Ooh. Oh, you're going live in 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's a good question.
I got it. Let me turn this.
You're going live in 3.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me okay now, Bulldog?
Yep,
Okay.
I can, my man.
I can't stay with you long. I'm just gonna holler at you a few minutes, man. I've been watching
That's
you.
cool.
I just always give you thumbs up. Never hard to come in on you much, you know. I know you got all that stuff going on, but you've been doing okay, man.
Yeah, I'm doing great, man. Just going to work and watch my P's and Q's and just be on about what I'm doing.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. Build my channel, work hard at doing it.
Oh, yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
No, Lord, no. You got to do what you got to do. You know, you got to work with everything, you know.
Yeah, I'm trying to go into positive channels and bring positive people. Yep.
I agree with you on that. Yes, sir. I agree with you. Try not mess with nobody no more. I try to mind my own business.
Yeah.
It's enough to worry about me, you know it. I don't need to worry about nobody else, you know it.
I mean, the thing that kind of gives me a little bit of encouragement to do what I'm doing is the fact that when I tried doing this thing and I started getting subscribers and people coming by just to see me in the morning when I'm eating breakfast and stuff, and even though there's not a whole hell of a lot of interaction, sometimes there really is. And it just tickles me pink that my boring life is okay with others, and that's all right. I like that.
Yeah.
You're not the only one.
That's right. You're not on the board. Yeah, I'm a bored old rascal too. Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, I'm not a party animal. I'm not any of that stupid crap. I just do me. You know, I just go to work, come home. It's like lather, rinse, repeat. You know?
Yeah, that's the way I am. I ain't no party rascal. I like drinking a little liquor, you know, stuff like that. Dip a little stuff, chew a little red man or something like that. But nah, cook a little, you know, stuff on the smoke or stuff like that. But nah, I ain't all in that other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, you like to kick back and relax. You might drink a beer here or there, but you're not a hardcore partier or anything like that.
No, I like to just get out and, you know, I like to go you know, everybody different channels, dog. But you know, I don't want to be enemy to none of them. You know what I'm saying? I try to respect everybody, you know. But anyway, I'll probably let me come up in a few minutes. I ain't gonna stay with you long, you know.
Hey, I'm glad you came by.
Yeah. I always enjoy your channel. You always got good content, you know.
I'm trying. Yeah.
You're pretty much straightforward what you're trying to believe in. And a lot of people don't realize.
Yeah, because sometimes I don't know, I can get some pretty roughnecks in here that'll pull some shit, and I just don't. I don't want the animosity. I just don't.
I know you don't. Life is too short to have all that bull crap.
Yeah, I mean, with the way this shit is coming down the pike, if this country goes into a whole nother way of, you know, you're gonna have to work next to that person that you're with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You may have to look at that person and protect that person's life.
Oh, you know, yeah.
I would want to know that person's a decent person. You know what I mean?
I agree with you on that. Now you're right on that.
Yeah, you
But
never
yeah,
know. We're all Americans.
yeah, that's right. That's the bottom line. We all American, U.S. American, USA. Nobody don't go
United we
hungry.
stand.
What I got, I try to give it to you, help you out. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
You need
yeah.
a cup of sugar. Or, you need some, a dry pair of socks. Or you know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about, bulldog.
That's right. You give with your heart.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
People can make fun of you for that kind of thing nowadays, and that's just not right.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, they pick on you about everything, but I appreciate.
I
Hey, what you got a regular camera now? Look like your camera coming
no.
in good. You on a cell phone.
Oh no, it's my cell phone.
Damn, it comes in good.
Hmm.
It does. Look
I
like you
thought.
on a look like you on a regular camera.
Wow.
But you in San Francisco or you in
No,
L.A.?
no, I'm in San Jose.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I couldn't remember you was in Los Angeles, but you in what you call it now? What's that little
Um,
town you in?
San Jose.
Santa Fe.
Yep, that's it. It's a big area.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the
People there and
biggest
all.
city in California.
Is that North California? That South or where's it at in California?
Well, it's up near San Francisco. I'm about maybe 35, 45 minutes away from San Francisco. About that.
Yeah.
Yeah, about that.
How
About
far
a
are
good
y'all from
45-minute drive
how far are y'all from the beach?
from the beach.
Yeah.
Santa Cruz would probably be the closest, right? It's
40 minutes.
about 40 minutes away.
Oh, okay. You
They
live
got
out
the
all
board.
you live out there
Sorry?
all your life, bulldog. You live out there all your life.
No, no, only the last what 9, 10 years.
Where you from?
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Okay.
Don't you know?
Yeah, I didn't know where you're from.
Yeah, I spent some time out in Vegas. I've spent some time out in Florida. I've lived in a few states.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, bulldog. I'm gonna get off here and let you get back. I'm just gonna show you a little, good friendship, love, and all. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
I'm gonna let you know. I straight up with you. You see me in here sometimes. I come in. A lot of times I just give you a thumbs up. No, but you got a good channel. Keep it up, okay? And I
All right.
appreciate
Well, thank you very much. You bet.
it. Thank you, brother. You be careful out there now.
Thank you. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, hey, you have a good evening, okay? Bulldog. Thank you, brother.
All righty. You have a good one. There you go, guys. That's a true patriot right there. He's a vet. He fought. He helped fight for this country. Got to have nothing but love and respect for that man. Let's see, what was that? The Reaper has woken. I am Wrath. He goes, the Reaper has woken. Oh, brother. So, what's everybody else up to now?
Well, I was scratching my balls earlier.
Oh, God. What, did you have to pick them up off the floor first?
I rolled them over on that wheelchair. They snapped back pretty good.
They snap back pretty good, huh? Oh, what the hell was that thing doing that? I hate it when that power cord does that.
What happened?
Or it does that dee-doop, dee-doop, dee-doop. He's laughing his ass off. He's got to scratch his balls, so he's got to pull them up from the ground and scratch, scratch, scratch.
I use a
Thump.
belt. I use a belt sander with the course
Oh, yeah.
paper. Yeah, I gotta be careful.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Sometimes they get caught in the wheel.
Oh, man, then that's just tragic, man. Man.
I gotta grow new ones. Grow some stones.
Be like on that segment with the Family Guy where home dude's going to buy some Girl Scout cookies or some bullshit like that, and he goes, man, it costs an arm and a leg. Well, here, come on in, why I get your payment for you or something like that. And he pops his leg up and he grabs a saw and he's fixing to saw his leg off. That's like funny. I mean, damn. Be like that?
That doesn't sound nice.
Damn, this tooth's about ready to come out. They're so loose.
We should tie a string to it and then tie it to the door and slam it shut. You ever done? You got a tooth taken out that way?
Mm-mm.
I did. When I was a kid. That's how you got rid of baby teeth.
I've been letting it come out naturally. It sucks it's like that, but there ain't a whole hell of a lot I can do. Because the fucked up thing is you go to the dentist with the problem, they'll sit you in their waiting room, they'll take you back when you don't have medical insurance. They'll go, oh, here, let's take an x-ray of your teeth. Meanwhile, get this, guys, the state allows you to get free visits, waiting room time, and they give you a free checkup, which includes just basically taking x-rays of your choppers. And then they give you a bunch of bullshit why they can't fucking help you because, well, either you have no credit or bad credit or whatever the case may be, but they shoo your ass out the door, telling you got to pay X amount of dollars down and da-da-da-da-da. They don't even put you on a payment plan. They want you just to pay the whole damn bulk lump sum.
$300.
They'll tell you, oh, well, then if you can't do it that way, then first gather up some money for the cleaning and then pay for that, and then we can do the cleaning. But hey, while you're saving up your money, to come in next, If we can't do anything about it, we have to do the cleaning again. You got to pay for the cleaning again. I was getting that kind of morale. But meanwhile, people that are fresh in the country can go in there and, oh, here, let's put you on a payment plan. You got perfect credit with us. Fuck. I saw that motherfucking shit. I fucking lost my shit. And people damn near called the police on me. Damn near did. Because I was flipped out. I was pissed. But they get to bill your state for that, and the state pays it. They pay for the waiting room time and for the examination they gave you doing the fucking x-rays and shit. You're paying for that out of your taxes, you know. God, it's like I got a piece of egg in my throat. Yes, that's right. I gargled Dr. Pepper.
You got half an ovary?
Jordan says, hey, Jeff.
You got half an ovary stuck in your throat?
But yeah,
I
so.
told you not to lick that deep.
That and you know, I've had a few people, okay, that have told me, why don't you go to a dental school? Well, dental school would be okay to go to, but here's the problem with that. You sign a waiver. You sign a waiver that states that they're not responsible for fucking you up if they do. And of course they'll say, yeah, well, you know, you have an actual dentist there. He just observes what the student does. Well, it's fine and dandy if it's your mouth and you feel comfortable with someone that doesn't have their degree working on you. They fuck you up, you sign a waiver saying you can't sue them. And I've talked to enough people that have went through some of these schools and they fucked them up pretty bad. You got nerves in your gum lines, not to mention you got tendons as well. They cut into that shit, and you're going to have all different kinds of problems. I can assure you of that. So, yeah, you can take a chance. You can roll the dice. I really don't think I want to roll the dice. I can't afford to roll the dice. But I think these dentists should be held accountable to some people having the conditions that they have, because, you know, they say that it's a Hippocratic oath for a doctor to see you no matter what, right? Why isn't it that way with the dentist? You know, if shit goes bad like it is now, okay, at any given time, you know, they say an abscess can shoot poison through your body and kill you. Okay, if that isn't something that's serious and something that's important for a dentist to be on that same totem pole as a normal doctor, I don't know what the hell is.
You know what you do?
You okay, Bulldog? Yeah, of course I'm okay.
You know what you do if you have an abscess? Heat up a needle and stick it in there.
Okay. I've heard about
And
that.
just squeeze it out, rinse your mouth out. You'll be all right.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
It ain't too fun.
I've been to dozens of fucking dentists. I had one great doctor that actually helped me. and he was up in Minnesota. Awesome doctor. But he was near his retirement, and when he ended up retiring, he gave his business to his son, who went to dental school and everything. But the moment that his dad turned the business over to him, he stopped doing Medicaid people, which means, well, he couldn't see me anymore. Kind of fucked up, huh? You want to know what his name was? I swear to God, you're going to laugh your ass off. His name was Dr. Chop. C-H-O-P. Chop. I thought it was funny. Nicest gentleman, you never know. I mean, guy was really, really a cool dentist. Well known in the community for being a charitable person. It's too bad his son couldn't have been the same.
I'm charitable. You got a gold tooth that you need extracted? I'll extract it for free.
Yeah, but I would want the tooth back.
Can't have that. It's unsanitary. We have to keep those.
Yeah, you might get the corona.
You might get the broca. Yeah, the broca. It's when you go to the coins place to sell the gold tooth. You don't get anything if you don't have the gold tooth. So then you get the broca. Because you don't have any money.
Yeah.
When you go to sell it, there's nothing to sell.
But yeah, Jordan, I'm okay. You know, it's another good reason as to why I'm doing this whole ordeal. You know, because even though I don't make a whole hell of a lot through my own job, I figured coming on here, building this up and getting the monetization would probably help. But we'll see. We sure are giving it the world to try to see if we can't make it happen. So if not, then the hell with it. I don't care either way. It only goes to show just how fucked up America is anymore. You know, I'll tell you a story, guys, that you'll really like.
Is it about a man?
Damn. Say what?
Is it a story about a man named Jed?
Nah.
Dang it. I like that story.
And tell me in your own honest opinion on what you guys feel about this anyway, okay? When I was like, 20, 21, I was homeless for a little while, for like a year or two. But see, though, I wasn't your average homeless person, okay? I never wanted anything from anybody without, working for it, okay, as you might want to say. I mean, I was raised with good values.
Is the camera on?
So what I used to do, yeah. What I used to do is I'd grab a bucket and I'd get soap and cherry cloth towels and shit. And I'd go out and I'd wash people's windshields off their car, wash their car windows and stuff. It was a quick little hustle. I felt would make okay money, because like I said, at least I was working for it. I wasn't just panhandling. I was young, and well, anyway, it really dumbfounded me that if I was in a shopping center or whatever, and I was doing this kind of thing, going and trying to make a few bucks here and there, how many no's I got. I never let it deter me. Because, to me, when I was being trained as an associate for selling, doing telemarketing and stuff, I always grasped the concept of knowing that, you know, my paycheck is in your back pocket. What am I going to do to earn it? The thing of it is, well, morally, you're going to work for it, right? So, of course, going out there with the hustle, wanting to wash windows and stuff like that to make a few extra bucks, it dumbfounded me how, people would say no to me and then walk over to some guy that's lunched over. He's fucking got a beer in his hand and he's shit-faced drunk and give them money. I don't know about you, but that bothered me. Because I was out there wanting to work for it, while they sat on their ass and did absolutely nothing. I wasn't worth giving a dime. And here's the thing: one thing that some of the people did, it did kind of got on my nerves a little bit, but I ignored it. Some of them looked at me and sat there and said, "Get a real job." Now, mind you, I was working a real job, but I wasn't getting full time. I was getting part time. So I did this to help supplement my income. I never argue with anybody. I ran by a rule of thumb like this because of the fact that I was doing it out of a shopping center. I never approached anybody that was going into the store. I always approached people that were leaving the store. So that way I would never take their business. You know what I mean? It just wouldn't be appropriate to do. So I don't know. Going to this place for a few weeks, some of the people started to get to know me. And some of them would go, "Hey, no, go ahead. Wash my windows. It's cool." I've even had some people tell me, "Hey, look, do you wash cars?" And right there in the damn parking lot, I was sitting there with the damn 5-gallon pail, soap, water, and everything, washing people's fucking cars from time to time. I made good money doing it, but after like 3 weeks or so of doing this, never getting a complaint, never getting bothered with or fucked with in any way, one day this store manager comes out and he tells me, "Look, I'm sorry, but I can't have you out here doing this." And I sat there and asked him, "Well, why? What's up?" And he says, "Well, we got a complaint from a customer." He says, "You got a complaint?" I can't imagine any reason why anybody would complain. And let me tell you why. Because for number one, I catch your customers as they're coming out of their store. I never catch them going in because I think it would be disrespectful to take your business like that. Just wouldn't be right. And secondly, if someone's a smart ass to me or anything like that, I don't ever talk back to them. I just, "Okay, sorry, sir, have a nice day," or "Sorry, ma'am, have a nice day." And I move on to the next and the next and so on and so forth. I've been out here for 3 weeks. Never had any issues, never had any problems. Okay. But all of a sudden, the thing that's really disturbing to me, and I told it straight to his face, the only thing that disturbs me is even though I get a lot of no's before I get a yes, I'm at least willing to work for what I'm getting from people. I mean, hell, I never had any set price for anything. I always tell people, I would always tell them, when they ask me, "How much are you charging?" I just simply tell them, "Whatever you can afford." Okay. And there's good, smart thinking behind that, because if you get a set price, hey, you tell them 50 cents, that's what they're going to give you. If they've got a $10 bill in their pocket and they would look to burn it to help you out, if you tell that person 50 cents, they're going to reach in their spare change and give you 50 cents. So, of course, "Hey, hi, Gina, how you doing, hon?" So, of course, I never, ever gave a set price, just whatever you could afford. Now, I've had a few people take advantage of that and give my ass a quarter. I never battered a brow. I never got pissed in any way, shape, or form. I just looked at him and said, thank you very much and have a nice day. Please, if you feel free, if you come up here to the shopping center and wish for me to do it again, I hope you look for me again. And thank you. And I move on to the next. Boom, boom, boom. Because the thing of it is, your motivation, okay, like I said, their paychecks in their back pocket. In order for you to get it, you got to be motivated enough to want to get it. Okay. And I was motivated enough to get it. When this manager was telling me how he got a complaint from a customer, I told him, I said, listen, I've never really harassed anybody. I don't understand why anybody would ever complain about me. You can ask any of these folks out here. I hustle. And the thing of it is I don't draw that kind of attention to your store in a bad way. And I'm asking you to please reconsider, because once you ask me to stop doing this and to leave your property and to not do that here, he says, look, I'm not kicking you off the property. I just don't want you doing it anymore. He says, well, sir, once I stop doing it, I'm telling you, you've got more cars in this parking lot than I've seen in the 3 weeks. You know, I mean, others have come up just specifically to get me to do this, so they go into your store. Okay, so I've developed a clientele, not only between here, but the drive-thrus from the fast food places across the way. No one's ever asked me to leave the property. No one's ever given me any problem. Oh, I'm sorry. Probably from work, huh? I've never been given any problems, so I cannot imagine, you know. And I told him, I says, you've gotten to know me. You've seen me out here. You've seen how I approach people. Have I ever shown a mean demeanor towards someone that was an ass to me? And I would never do that. I would never, ever be like that with somebody. He told me, he says, yeah, but I gotta get you to stop doing it. So I said, okay, I won't do any more. And I meant it. I put up my bucket and everything, and I just let it go. You know, that was a good fucking gig, dude. I'm telling you, within a couple hours, fuck, dude, with the motivation that I had, I was drawn down. I don't think I drew any less than $200 in an hour and a half's time. I hustle. Yeah, between 2 to 3 hours time. And I did that every day, 2 to 3 hours, just 2 to 3 hours going out there, busting my hump. And I'd pull in and that was back in the 90s, early 90s. Okay, I hustle. And I did good. But after I left that store, it didn't take but a month. And I'm not shitting you, a month. My brother went into the store and the manager recognized him because he was a regular customer. You know, I mean, I was staying with him and his old lady while I was trying to get back on my feet again. And the manager approached him and said, hey, look, we would like to have your brother come back here. We'd like to talk to him about maybe setting up a contract of maybe doing our store windows, and if he would stay out in the parking lot. And so my brother came back and he told me about what he had said. And I went back up there and I went in and I talked to him. And he seemed like he was really nice. But he said, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to be the way that it was. Meanwhile, I've already taken a glance at the parking lot that was empty. Mostly anyway. He tells me, he says, really, I guess some of the customers have come in and wondered about you. And so, what are you talking about now? Well, I'm talking about a time years ago where during the deal that I was homeless for like a year or two. when I was younger. And I was putting hustle behind my muscle to sit there and make it. So you'll have to go back to the video to watch it. But yeah, it was intriguing that this manager pulls this on me. He tells me he wanted me to come back to this store and he wanted me to do get back into doing what I was doing because I never bothered anybody. I said, yeah, but it was your customer. What if you get another customer that does that kind of thing? Or better yet, what do you think would happen if someone was to call the police? Do you think you would run out of your store and support me and get behind me? You didn't support me then, and I can only imagine you won't support me later. So no, absolutely not. And I forewarned, and I told you, I said, once you ask me to stop doing what I'm doing and not to do it anymore, that's exactly what that means, to not do it anymore. So no, I never did go back to the store. I never did start doing that again. And then things looked up a little more better because the job that I was at was doing nothing more than giving me part-time, decided they wanted to put me on full-time and give me overtime. So I was able to get myself reestablished, put back into a, get my own place again, and I was all good. So I was able to get myself out of the jam I was in. But you know what? It's like I said, you put some hustle behind your muscle, and you can do just about any damn thing, even when you are homeless and have nothing. You can come and create something to be somebody, to do something, to make money, I mean. And I did this in the worst fucking state possible. Nevada. Nevada don't like panhandlers. But see, though, out there, if a cop comes up and tells you, and literally they will be at least nice enough to, first they'll try and run your name for warrants. Then they'll inquire about your business as to what you're doing there. As long as you never smack off to them or, I don't know, put them in their place, which half them cops out there really needed to be put in their place. But as long as you never do that, and you're cool with the cop, 9 times out of 10, they're just going to tell you, just grab your shit and leave. Just go. And doesn't mean that you're kicked off the property. It just simply means that you're done for the day. You go back the next day, well, I wouldn't risk it. I'd go to a fucking another place completely, 6 blocks down or something, How did you get homeless? How did I get homeless? How I became homeless is hard to explain. When I was 18, my mother passed away. And it's not that, see, I wasn't even living at home when I was 18 anyway. I was living with a girlfriend. But shit kind of went astray, and I ended up going back to my mom's house. But my mother, she had diabetes, and she ended up having a major heart attack. She went into the hospital and had to go under a triple bypass. And the duration of that, due to her diabetes, she wasn't due to pull through it. So she ended up passing away from it. I stayed in her house for a while because I guess things didn't work out between me and the girlfriend that I was with. I ended up staying in her house, and then I went and stayed over at my sister's house. And as I was at my sister's house, something happened. One of my brothers let somebody stay over there or something, whatever the case may be, and the guy burned the house down. So given the duration of the whole ordeal, I ended up becoming homeless. But I never let it get me down. I started working for a telemarketing firm. I was doing part-time work through them. Um, that and I did odds and end jobs. I worked for the Las Vegas Sun, Las Vegas Review Journal. I did little odds and ends jobs to try to make ends meet, but I still wasn't making enough to afford my own place. Not yet. Until that happened with that whole ordeal with my brother. I ended up getting full-time work, and yeah, it was set from there. I was doing good. I got a job working in the mail room of the Las Vegas Review Journal, and it was a full-time gig, and I was making better money, and I was doing good. Hustled my ass, man.
You sure that's a true story?
Yeah.
I thought I begged to differ.
I bet you do.
What happened was you had two brothers, and one of them built his house out of wood, one of them built his house out of bricks, and you built your house out of straw. And this dragon came along and said, "I'll huff it, I'll puff it, I'll burn your house down." And you were inside. "No, please don't do that." And he like
any
sneezed, and all this fire came. Yeah, he farted and lit it with a lighter. Yeah, like that. Oh, damn, that's nasty. And
oh shit, that fuck you look. Oh my god.
and
Oh man.
that's how you became homeless. That's how you think.
Wow. I really didn't think it was gonna be that
I
bad.
think that was fast pizza. That was in
Oh.
So yeah. That's what
Oh. Oh. Woo. Oh man, I'm tearing up over here. Shit.
You're suicidal, man.
Ugh. AGP, man. All right, it's on. It's on, brother. Oh fuck. Oh wow. I'm tearing up,
Dig
man.
yourself in on that.
Whew. Brandon, what's up, Brandon Rice?
I thought you said you couldn't self-terminate.
Yeah, I didn't think I could.
It's the only way to. I know now why you cry.
Someone, body, call nine. What did you say? Call 911. Call 911. Bulldog is farting me to death.
Yeah, see,
You trying to kill the Reaper?
he tried.
Yeah, it won't work.
Yeah, I'm already dead. That's why. His soul stinks. That's why I won't take it.
It's the only reason why you won't take mine. But yeah, in a way, you know, this whole ordeal, the whole ordeal about this kind of ordeal, dealing with homelessness and stuff like that. Let me tell you one thing that is factual, okay? If you're homeless, nobody wants to fucking help you out for shit, okay? If they even know you're homeless, they're not going to give you a job. They're not going to, you know, people can be so fucking cruel. They can be. But deep down, there's a lot of good, nice, kind people out there. So It's a double-edged sword. You got kindness on one hand, you got evil on the other. And in between the two, somehow you make shit work.
Isn't that what ZZ Top said?
What's that?
A lot of nice girls out there.
Nice girls? Yeah, that's one thing that's always blown my mind. Okay, if you guys think that homeless people don't get laid very often because of the way they are and stuff, I'm going to hit you with a little bit of a news flash. They got cuter girlfriends than you. Because cute little cuddly little things like to feel sorry for things like that in many ways. And that's, ugh. Excuse me.
I'm not getting none, so it must be somebody else.
You ain't getting none.
No, I get
that. No, you get some
I get
cute.
attention, but
Yeah.
I don't get any pussy.
Well,
But I don't
you're
want
not trying to
Yeah, I
either.
don't want any. I'm trying to avoid the authorities. But yeah,
No, it's not a matter of avoiding the authorities. It's a
Yeah.
matter of avoiding that big fucking hunk that she's behind that yeah, she's cheating on with you.
no, that ain't a problem. If I wanted to, I could handle that.
Biden is a cruel man. Well, I don't know.
I'll just get to Xena.
I don't know if Biden's a cruel
I'll just
man or
get
not.
Xena the Warrior Princess to beat that.
I hear he's a little pervert. He likes to try and grasp little girls. You know, try and get a breast shot in there here and there and kiss them on the lips and all that shit. It really surprises me. He's even running for candidacy, but as far as being cruel, I don't know. Maybe he's cruel. We got two evil people running for fucking presidency of the United States, and we got to sit down here and figure out which one is the lesser of the two evils. Do we think Biden's the lesser of the two evils, or do we think Trump is? Tough choice.
Yeah, but all the candidates haven't came out yet.
That's another thing. Who the fuck gave these people the right to choose who runs as for the presidency of the United States in the first place? Isn't it supposed to be by the people, for the people?
Yeah.
Not by the people, for the government. The government shouldn't be able to choose who the candidates really are that run for it. It's the people that should be choosing. You know what I think they should change too? I think they should change the concept of making a president or a candidate pay for their campaign, or for that matter, receive pork from any company. In other words, if they run for a campaign, it has to be donated through forms of advertisement and shit like that. As a result of it, they get to keep the publicity that they get off from running the candidacy on their TV shows and billboards and all that other shit. I don't think these candidates should have to put out 1 red cent for their campaign. If they're good enough, let the people vote and decide for themselves. Not have any form of pork involved. But don't let them out of money either, because let me tell you something. This concept of having these people pay their own way through their candidacy pushes them into going, unless they're rich like Donald Trump, okay, rich, where he doesn't need pork from any corporation. These people have no choice but to piggyback off of other candidates to sit there and go for the presidency under promises. You know what I mean? It's kind of ridiculous. If they take the money out of the equation of this shit, make it as a voluntary thing and make it to where companies can help with their advertisement without any money involved, I would be for something like that, because it puts it on the equal playing field between the rich and the poor. Yeah, pedophile. Yeah, you're right. I mean, he got his ass on camera doing it. Oh no.
I'm out of here. That's all.
Oh shit, I think the screen's melting. Oh fuck. It's melting, melting.
That's too much.
Well, that was a little much.
I'm evacuating.
Ooh. I'm starting to get the backlash from it, man. I'm starting to tear it.
God, the wind blew the other way.
Oh man, God, man.
You get what you deserve.
Old dudes scare me, except my grandfather didn't. LOL.
You sound like Donald Duck.
Laughing my ass off. That sounded like a duck call, didn't it? Quack, quack.
Is that how you were? Why you were such a good duck hunter?
Yeah. Great fucking duck call. Just shove the gazoo up the ass and just blow. You just killed 3 lurkers with that one. Really?
There's no trolls back there now. They all jumped off.
No, he's just gonna run a shit show. You know what? There ain't nothing to lurk here. People ain't gonna watch this. Bullshit.
I wonder if they can invent a sniff microphone.
Oh God, scratch and sniff microphone.
Yeah.
No, that wouldn't be good, because if you farted in the microphone, you would just agitate it more as you got up to the mic.
It would transfer though.
You mean scratch and sniff speakers?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, but no, they'd actually send the scent.
Send the scent through the microphone into the and
Into
out
somebody
through the
else's
speakers.
And, yeah, into somebody else's room.
Uh-huh.
And you could have farting contests.
I would win.
You think you'd win?
I killed 3 lurkers. You
3 flies with 1 fart?
know what it means by lurkers, right?
Yeah, they're backstage.
Yeah, well, they're just watching over everything and not saying or chatting or anything.
Like alligators underwater.
Yeah. It's like, eat your heart out, man. Ah. Quack. Quack, 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 quack. But I'll tell you this much. You know, when I was going through that little period where I was homeless there, I swore till that day, you know, that if I ever got back on my feet again and I got myself into a place, I would never repeat that shit again. And you know, I've never been homeless since. Yeah, I'm knocking on wood on that shit. You damn right. I give double knock. I'm grateful for it too. A guy says scratch and sniff as he reviews and eats food on camera. It's strange. It's on YouTube. Yeah, yeah, it is. It is. But hey, some people find it humorous. So I know some people got to be like, oh no, gotta cover them ears and cover the eyes, you know. Man's farting in a damn camera. Goddamn gross motherfucker. Oh. But, you know, some people find it humorous. And those are the ones I'm trying to reach. The ones that'll laugh their ass off. My God, I can't believe he just did that. Hey, that's just like the day I went in and I grabbed an egg and I came out here and I just looked at the camera and I went, and fucking yolk went all. Oh, by the way, Serena made me do it. Yeah, she made me fart like that. Damn right. Serena made me do it. Next thing you know, she's gonna go up backstage. Bulldog made me do it.
I thought it was pizza.
Huh?
I thought that pizza made you do it.
Pizza made me do it. Fuck no, that was a goddamn omelet that made me do that shit.
Oh yeah, that's right. No wonder it's got egg in it.
Yeah, it's got that little extra potency to it.
It's probably got habaneros in it too.
Nope. No. But I did have a one of those Starbucks coffees from the 7-Eleven, the cold one.
Yeah.
I had one of those too. Those would make me farty as well. That and the eggs. Yeah, it was a good mixture combination. You'll know it's a good combination when you walk outside and you rip ass and fucking bird falls from the sky. Power dives your ass. You know, one of these days we gotta get the attention of all those birds that surround the building. And I'd go over to their bushes and I'll just sit there and say it out loud. Well, I'm gonna plant one on the birds today. And kind of fart really loud and have it still food down on the fucking thing and make them swarm down to the asphalt. And me catch it on camera with the birds doing that. Dude, people would be all laughing their asses off. Birds are power diving bulldog.
Yeah. But now they're too careful.
Oh, I mean, just getting the footage of them flapping around like that coming down
Yeah, that's
to the ground. And then me running, it would give that effect that they're power bombing me. That would be fucking epic. And all of you would laugh.
You need like a video camera with an editor, like, so you can piece it together.
Well, actually, I could do that with this. If I had any editing software. Yeah. I know, just send it to I Am Wrath and he can edit the shit out of it. Hey, I Am Wrath, let me ask you something. Do you pay for the editing software that you use? Or is it free, like one of them free ones out there? Because this one that you pay for, I mean, I can understand why. I mean, it's really good editing. What do you think of Tina from AGP's videos, bulldog. Tina? Well, I don't know. I think she's just as crazy as AGP. Seems like it, how it was coming about on the videos. I like that one segment they did where Tina moves in. She takes over the freaking trailer and shit, and she makes AGP sleep in a little kid's bed. That was funny. But we all know that that wasn't real. It was a skit, you know. But it was a good one, though. It's pretty good. I gotta say, Michael is pretty creative. He was really creative in doing a lot of that. Got to give him good kudos for all that. And I don't care what anybody says. I think Michael did what he did, for the sole purpose of the good, loving bond that he had between him and his dad. And if there's truth about it all being in his name, oh, the fucking well. Because the thing of it is he did love his father. He loved him very much. And so what if he does a little clickbait action here and getting people? I think it's ridiculous that he's got to do that. But you know what? It's all good. He does draw in good content. And I think he's doing A-okay. At least I hope he is. What was that? I plead the fifth on that one, bulldog. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Some of the stuff there is exploitation there, but I'm just not gonna get into it. He did create a lot of the shit that has happened on the AGP show and even on his own, the kid behind the camera. He's got some abilities to create.
Taking the walk.
When I first saw the first AGP video, the first couple, it's funny because it was brought to my attention by my kid. At the time, he was still in school and everything. And I ended up telling him, I don't want you watching that dude's show. He's a real asshole to his father. And he disrespects him really bad. And, I didn't grasp the concept, didn't understand about this whole deal with YouTube and all that when it came to that kind of thing. So, I don't know. I went to work, sat there and watched some of the videos and came to the conclusion that it's not that he was trying to be disrespectful to his father. he was doing what he was doing to help his family's situation be better. And that what he was doing with his dad was pranking him too. And so I came to the realization that what they're doing is they're expressing their own love for one another in their own unique way. So when I came home, I apologized to my kid, told my kid, well, I'm sorry, but it just gave a bad impression with the way that it seemed. So not everything is as it seems. And I told him, I said, if you ever do any of that shit to me, you little shit, I'll fucking plant my foot up your ass. But if you want to watch AGP videos, you can go right on ahead. And I unblocked the shit from the router. And you know, they had some good, funny shit, man. I'll tell you what. I mean, the very first video that I saw, that I just thought, like I said, I had negative thoughts. I had negative thoughts because, hey, I'm a father, you know what I mean? And I thought bad things. The very first video I saw was the hop on pop. And I was like, oh, brother. And then I saw that pinwheel one. And I'm like, oh, hell to the fucking no. He's not treating a woman like that. I mean, I thought that they were, it sure did seem real. It did. It was real enough that I was wanting to keep my kid away from it. It seemed that way. But I learned, and my son still likes the AGP deal. Still watches his videos. And sometimes the little shit tries to pull little pranks on me. Oh, fucker. Nah, I'm kidding. He's not harsh. He's like the fuck. He fucked with me at the doctor's office. And I can't help but wonder if it was from him watching all them AGP videos and stuff. Because he put a fucking scare into me. Hell, he put a scare in the doctor. I shit you not. And if I had footage of that, I swear to God, y'all would have lost your cookies on the ordeal. And I got to show you what he did one day. And he does a very unique thing that not very many people can do. He actually does two things that's kind of unique that I know others can't do. He can do some weird shit with his thumbs where he can dislocate his thumbs in a weird way. But not only that, but this boy can sit there and make one eye segment just steel as not even move an inch while he moves and rotates the other eye in all different directions. And then he can stop that eye from doing that movement and do the same over on the other side. So he has good stagnant control of both eyes. And I swear to God, I fucked with this doctor so hardcore. He was telling me I needed to have him go see a specialist. It's pretty fucked up. I was mad at him for doing that. I went to go schedule an appointment with an optometrist, and I sat there, or an ophthalmologist, and sat there, and did the little test on him, and he did just fine. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Was that just a gimmick that you did with that doctor? Yeah, I was just fucking with you. But I'll show you guys one of these times. I swear to God, it will trip you the fuck out. Brandon Rice, it's a beautiful day. Yes, it is. Very sunny, clear skies. It's really nice today. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day indeed. Hello. Well, anyways, I do want to cut this out, um, cut this out because I am pretty tired. Oh, sorry about that, Mr. Rath. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna cut out here because I am pretty tired and I do need to lay down and get some sleep. So I will definitely will have to catch you guys. I know you dread me saying it, don't you? But I got to see you on the next one. Alrighty. Bye. 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 Are you still here? Why haven't you gone yet? Can you see the stagnant in my eyes, how it's bouncing all over the place like that? Isn't that trippy? It just flutters and moves. But you know, I don't even feel it. I don't feel it. My eyesight doesn't go, everything's still. And you know what's funny? My peripheral vision is more sharper than yours. That's right. It is. It's been tested. The doctor tests my eyes every damn time, you know. My range of view is pretty damn good. So, but anyways, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Peace.